In a small space, the choice of materials can define the entire mood of a bedroom, and wood is among the most dependable allies for creating a modern, simple sanctuary. A wooden bedroom that leans toward contemporary aesthetics relies on clean lines, natural tones, and tactile warmth to cultivate a calm, uncluttered atmosphere. The goal isn't to mimic a rustic cabin or a heavy industrial loft, but to weave the organic comfort of wood into a light, modern frame that breathes, ages gracefully, and remains understated enough to feel timeless. Think first about the bed as the room's anchor. A platform bed carved from a single, smoothly finished slab of oak, ash, or maple sets a strong, unpretentious tone. The headboard can be a slender panel that blends into the wall, perhaps with a gentle curve or a straight, minimalist line, never a relief ornament or an elaborate carving. The mattress sits low, not only for the optical effect of height balance in the room, but also to maintain a sense of grounded serenity. The surrounding space should feel expansive rather than crowded, and the bed's form should invite easy, unhurried rest. Wooden furniture in a modern bedroom benefits from a restrained approach to color and texture. A natural or lightly stained wood tone keeps the palette cohesive and quiet. If you choose a darker wood like walnut, balance it with lighter, complementary elements in the room to prevent heaviness. Conversely, light woods such as birch, pine, or ash can brighten the space and enhance the airy feel typical of modern interiors. The key is to limit the wood species to one or two varieties, allowing them to speak with a singular voice rather than competing for attention. The fruit of this restraint is a room that feels related, not crowded, a deliberate harmony rather than a collage. The walls should coax the wood to be the star without becoming an overpowering chorus. A white or off-white backdrop makes the natural grain of the wood pop, providing texture without visual noise. If the desire is for a warmer ambience, consider a soft, warm gray or a taupe that complements the wood's undertones. The ceiling can be kept white or painted in a slightly cooler shade to give the space airiness and to emphasize the vertical lines that guide the eye upward, making the room feel taller. Natural light is a friend to wooden simplicity. Let daylight fall softly on wooden surfaces to reveal their character. Rings, knots, and subtle grain patterns, without staining or overpowering them with artificial glows. Storage in a modern wooden bedroom should be as discreet as it is functional. Built-in wardrobes with flush doors that disappear into the wall create a seamless look, allowing the focus to stay on the room's essential forms. If built-ins aren't possible, choose freestanding pieces with a minimal profile, a low dresser with clean lines, a slim nightstand, and perhaps a wall-mounted shelving unit that doesn't intrude into floor space. Hardware should be understated. Small, matte metal pulls or hidden hardware contribute to the calm, unfussy aesthetic. For a touch of nature, consider shelves or panels with a very light, forward-leaning grain direction that catches the light just enough to add depth. Lighting is pivotal in a wooden, modern bedroom because it can sculpt the room without needing to resort to bold colors or excessive ornament. A pair of simple, well-placed lamps on either side of the bed can anchor the space and provide functional symmetry. Choose lamps with wooden bases or natural textiles that echo the room's material palette, avoiding anything too ornate. A ceiling fixture that is slim and unobtrusive, perhaps a slim, matte metal disc or a wooden orb, keeps the eye focused on the room's serene simplicity. If you want additional layers of light, a floor lamp with a narrow beam that can be directed toward a reading chair or a desk allows for versatility without cluttering surfaces. Texture is where wooden bedrooms gain their personality. A carefully chosen rug under the bed can ground the space and introduce a tactile contrast. Materials such as wool or a low-pile cotton blend with a subtle geometric pattern in neutral tones can harmonize with the wood's grain while adding a degree of softness underfoot. A throw blanket or two, draped over the foot of the bed, offers warmth and a visual counterpoint to the linearity of the furniture. Cushions in muted hues or with faint, nature-inspired patterns help the room feel curated rather than clinical, grounding the wood's natural palette in a human, lived-in mood. The bedding itself should reinforce the modern, simple idea with fabrics that feel almost invisible in color but rich in touch. Opt for high-quality cotton or a linen blend in ivory, cream, or dove gray. The emphasis should be on comfort and breathable texture rather than loud color or busy patterns. The bed linens can be kept crisp with a near-perfect white or softened with an eggshell tone to maintain warmth without sacrificing the room's clean aesthetic. A single accent piece, a bamboo blind, a linen Roman shade, or a muted botanical print on a throw pillow can introduce a whisper of personality without overpowering the simplicity of the wood. Art and decor in a wooden modern bedroom should be restrained and purposeful. Rather than a gallery wall crowded with frames, select a few pieces that speak to the room's mood. A single large framed photograph or abstract print that mirrors the wood's tones. A sculptural object in a natural finish, or a small vertical plant arrangement in a simple planter. The idea is to keep surfaces uncluttered, so the wood's character remains visually dominant. Plants, especially those with sculptural forms like a tall fiddle leaf fig or a compact rubber plant, bring life and a reminder of nature without complicating the line-focused aesthetic. Their greenery softens the space and provides a refreshing contrast to the wood's warmth and the wall's neutrality. The floor treatment can make or break the overall feel of the room. A wooden floor that matches or harmonizes with the beds would create a cohesive continuum from floor to ceiling. If the room demands a softer surface, a thin rug in a neutral hue can cushion footsteps and reduce noise, while still letting the wood grain read as a central design feature. If you opt for a carpet, choose a low, natural texture in a shade that blends with the floor to preserve the room's airy, uncluttered vibe. The transition between floor and wall should be seamless, with baseboards that are simple and close in color to the floor, helping the eye glide rather than stop abruptly. Color, when used, should be almost incidental. A modern wooden bedroom thrives on the interplay of light and shadow across wood textures, so any color introduced should act as a quiet accent rather than a dominant theme. Consider a soft slate, a whisper of moss, or a muted terracotta in small doses. Perhaps a throw pillow, a vase, or a small rug edge. The idea is to let the wood's natural warmth take center stage and to use non-wood elements to weave a comfortable, human scale into the space. Acoustic considerations are worth noting in a modern, wooden bedroom. Wood breathes and can transmit sound in distinctive ways, so incorporating soft textures at key touch points can dampen echoes and create a more intimate cocoon. Heavier fabrics on window treatments and a plush rug underfoot can help control reverberations, while the open volume of the room can be moderated with a few carefully placed soft furnishings. Even with a minimalist approach, the room should feel quietly snug rather than hollow, allowing sleep to come easily in a space that feels protected and serene. Sustainability can be a natural outgrowth of this approach. When selecting wood, favor sources certified for responsible forestry practices. Look for pieces that are solid wood or responsibly engineered wood, rather than composites with heavy glues and synthetic finishes. A simple, durable finish, perhaps a low VOC oil or a clear sealant, lets the wood age gracefully, developing richer color and character over time. Maintenance is straightforward. Wipe with a damp cloth, avoid harsh abrasives, and periodically refresh the finish if desired. The long-term beauty of wood lies in its capacity to evolve, revealing the marks of daily life as subtle, honest signs of use. A modern, simple wooden bedroom, in its essence, is an exercise in restraint expressed through material honesty. It is not about imposing a particular trend or filling the space with decorative gadgets, but about listening to the room's geometry and letting natural materiality guide the feel. The wood provides warmth and a tactile connection to nature, a counterpoint to the soft glow of light and the quiet rhythm of the day's routines. The result is a sleep space that invites calm, encourages restoration, and remains serene across seasons and years. To embody this concept in a real room setting, start with a clear plan. Choose a single primary wood, establish a neutral palette,